and today's guest is a very, very, very special young lady. Her name is Nicole.
Hello.
Nicole, welcome to MFM.
Thank you very much.
It is so good to have you in studio here with us today. Nicole, for those of you who don't know, is what I like to call it, I don't know, campus creator?
Yes.
What do you call yourself, Nicole?
I'm a campus content creator. I'm very student lifestyle focused, and I really enjoy creating campus content for Stellenbosch University. So that's been quite the go.
So tell us, how did the whole journey start? When did you get into the content creating scene?
So first year, I was like, I want to create content. This is gonna be so much fun. And then I was like, okay, I clearly don't have the right phone for this. So that was an issue. Everyone kind of always says, just start filming, it's fine. But then when you upload it, the content doesn't look as clean and good and airbrushed, And then last year, my mom got me an iPhone, and I was like, this is it, I'm gonna go crazy. And so I did. I started filming. I was so appreciative, for my parents taking me seriously and being like, here's an investment because we see that you actually like doing this. And I remember going to the shop with my dad, and I was like, I want the iPhone 16. And he's like, the 16? Yes. And so I was actually shocked that they said yes and actually got the phone. So, and that's how it just started. And I started posting videos, silly things, and it just kind of took off and grew its own legs.
And you started last year?
Yeah, so before it was just my Samsung, and I was posting, deleting, and I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. So what age you start posting consistently?
So literally when I saw that this thing was getting its own legs and going ahead and actually performing well, I was like, this is it, I need to start posting consistently. People started engaging, and they were like, we actually like what you post, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, let me carry on doing this. So yeah.
Wow, because you do have such a bubbly, vibrant presence on TikTok. That's why I know I follow you, because I just
I follow you too.
But I'm like, oh, this girl just always has good energy.
Yeah.
And that's what I love to see so much. I want to ask a question to you. Did you face any kind of stigma when you started posting? I know there's sometimes, people can be a bit judgmental towards people who are, trying to be influencers on campus. And, people will give you that little bit of side eye. Did you face any of that, and what do you say to the haters?
So to the haters, let me start there. Look at where I am now. And then I did face a bit of stigma, and also sometimes it does get you into trouble per se. If you say something and someone doesn't like it, for example, then it's just a big thing. But one thing I've learned is the internet is big and vast. You're getting a whole lot of different people, people of different backgrounds, people from different cultures, religions, and so you're always, bound to somehow offend someone, even when you don't mean to. And so that's one thing I just had to learn to just kind of take a step back and be like, you know what, I've done my part, and this is it. If you don't like it, it's okay. We don't have to be in each other's faces about it.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
And you're never going to impress everyone.
Yeah. 100%.
Have you had a situation where you posted something that's really upsetting?
So I'm not going to go into details, but yes, I did. And honestly, it was more of a thing of, I shared something, a lot of people really liked it and were like, oh yeah, this is actually, I relate to this. And then some people got quite angry. But like I said, you get used to it with the internet, and you can't make everyone happy, so it's bound to happen.
It gives you tough skin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Nicole, what has been your most favorite collaboration or milestone so far? As a creator?
So, Like I said, I only started this last year. Actually, a shocking thing is I only had about 900 and something followers last year. And
Wow.
now I'm at 6,500 and something.
That's crazy.
So,
So
so that has been a big milestone for me.
Yeah.
I know some people might look at that and be like, oh, I've been there for like years now. But for me, that was like, wow, okay, I'm actually doing this. And then brands started reaching out to me, and I was like, oh my word, I can actually do this. I can make money out of this. This is so crazy. And so I think once the brands started reaching out, and I actually became a brand ambassador for a brand last year as well, and you know, things like that. Those have been huge milestones for me. And like even within my friend circle and people that I've known for a long time, being like, oh my gosh, this is actually amazing, you're doing so well. So that support is also, I think, something that I'm often very grateful for, because you often see people reposting and saying, oh no, I don't get support from like these people and these people. But anytime I reach a new milestone within like my follow account or whatever, my family, everyone's actually there being like, oh, this is so cool, like it's amazing. So yeah.
that is so amazing. The support is everything
Yeah.
from the community.
100%. Yeah.
And so my next question is, what is your favorite type of content to post? And you know, what are you trying to do with your platform essentially? Like what is the goal?
So I don't currently have one main goal, I can 100% tell you that. But so far I've realized that I really do like student lifestyle, and then also the transition of going from being a student to being a graduate. Hint, hint, I'm graduating in March. So you guys are gonna be getting a bit of that. Yeah. And then like kind of going into the working world and then coming back again and being a student after that. I'm very excited to show everyone that. But yeah, it's like student lifestyle, adventure, and also love, because I'm a big lover, like whether it be friendship love, whether it be relationships, anything like that. It's just like I want to share the love, I want to share joy, I want to like talk about the latest campus fashion, like any little thing you see on campus, I want to talk about that, like you know. So yeah.
Oh, we love that.
Oh, and I wanted to ask you, do you think, like I want to ask for people who are actually wanting to step into content creating as students, is it time consuming, and how do you balance between schoolwork and actually doing your content and posting consistently?
So I know during exam season it can be a little tough, I'm not gonna lie. I always say, guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you. But otherwise, I think for me it's more of an outlet of anything. And that's what's kept me going, is I've always said to myself, I won't post if I'm not feeling it. I won't take any like collaborations or like brand deals if I'm not feeling up to it within that season of my life. And it's very important to me that everything always aligns to what I'm feeling at the time in my life. And so that's one thing. I feel a lot of people want to put that pressure on themselves. I would advise you to go with your own flow. People are going to be drawn to you for who you are and who you put out there. And so if you're putting out this person that's clearly only doing it because you need to do it, or like, you know, you don't want to do it, it's a very important thing for me. You need to constantly want to do it. So yeah.
Wow, that is so true. And that leads me to my final question, which is, what do you do when you genuinely do get that creator's block? Because I know I've had it, and I'll sometimes go months without thinking of anything to post, and then you do post something and that gets the ball rolling, and then you post. But honestly, sometimes you just get this dry season where you can't think of anything relatable to say. Like often it happens for me during the holidays. Yeah. Because we post the student stuff, then during the holidays
There's nothing.
So what do you do?
So okay, first, if I am on campus and it is during like the semester or whatever, I am gonna sit in the nail seat for hours. I sit there, I do my work. I'm one of those people that can work with background noise. And so I love observing like my surroundings, and that's for me like already like immediately, there we go, I've got content and something to talk about. And then when I'm back home, I recently at least, I was like, you know what, I feel a lot of people don't know that I'm actually a Zulu girl, proudly so, like, you know. And a lot of my followers were shocked to even find out that I can speak Zulu. I'm like, God, I never said I couldn't. So I decided to like, you know, be like, you know what, Mom, I'm gonna take one of your older like traditional wears and like put that on. I put that on and I was like, let me see, sat with it for hours, and then I was like, this is actually gonna be so funny if I like post traditional stuff that people generally like make light of. And so I did that, but other than that, I must say when I have like major creative blocks, I just stop posting or delete TikTok. Because like I said, you literally feel the pressure if you're on the app 24/7, and then you feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough. You start comparing yourself to other people. So rather just go offline, and then you're gonna feel that inspiration come within the next like 2 or 3 days. I promise you.
I love that.
Yeah,
it's so true, and it is true about the pressure when you on the app.
100%. Yeah.
Oh no, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Which content creator that is in Stellenbosch specifically do you want to work with, or do you see yourself working with?
Okay, so there's so many. Last year I got to work with a few already. This year I must say, she's actually a friend of mine.
Ooh.
Her name is Nyasha, and she's a content creator, and she's like really like making it within the content creator industry right now. And so I'd love to collab with her. So yeah.
Oh,
Nyasha, I hope you're listening, dear. I hope you're listening.
Exactly. Maybe we'll have Nyasha on here next week.
Yeah.
We're actually doing like I guess you could call it a Stellenbosch content creators morning. So we're trying to get all the content creators
coming in.
Maybe at some stage you should get all of us in together.
All of
Cool, actually.
So that is what we're doing. It. Thank you so much, Nicole. You are such a joy, and I can't wait to keep watching your videos. And for those listening, Nicole's @ is.
So that is Nicole_Nikki, as in NICKY 200. So Nicole Nikki 200.
There you have it. So you can find more of Nicole right there. But for now, here's a track called Know Me by Daniel John.